Ladies and gentlemen, UDA party today announced the postponement of their highly publicized party elections.
We are going to have elections of the party, and I am announcing here in Nyeri, all members of UDA, wherever you are, there will be elections in December. We are going to announce the timetable for the elections in December so that we can build the party as an institution of governance.
My third assignment katika hii mkutano ni tukubaliane mambo ya uchaguzi wa chama. Mimi naona hapo ndio mmenyamaza. Hapo kwa uchaguzi. Hapo kwa uchaguzi, my friends, tunaelewana? Nyinyi mnajua hii chama tulifanya ukarabati madakika ya mwisho. Si ndio? Mungu akatusaidia tukafaulu. Sasa sisi wote hapa, hata mimi kama party leader, hakuna mtu amenichagua. Si ndio? Mimi niko tu hapa. Kirigiji yako area tu hivi. Hawa watu wote, hata hii Malala, sijui research, hata sasa anasema asante sana nimepatiwa nafasi, lakini wenye chama hawajasema, sasa watakuja kusema. Si ndio? Lazima tukubali, my friends.
And for those who've been following this channel very keenly, I was consistent that those party elections were not going to happen. This is the communications which they released earlier, because in this video, I want to reveal to you guys the real truth behind the postponement of that grassroots elections. This is what the party communicated. Postponement of UDA grassroots elections. Following the deliberations meeting of UDA National Steering Committee, chaired by the party leader, His Excellency President William Samoei Arap Ruto, PhD, blah, blah, the party has resolved to postpone the scheduled December 9th elections to 12th, 19th, and 26th of April 2024, respectively. All candidates and members of the party are encouraged to continue sensitizing and recruiting members to the party. Members present in the meeting included, just listen to those who are present, William Ruto, Rigathi Gachagua, Cleophas Malala, Cecil Mbarire, Hassan Omar, the vice chair, Kimani Ichung'wah, the majority leader, Aaron Cheruiyot, the majority leader in the Senate, Honorable Japhet Nyakundi, treasurer, Nicodemus Bore, executive director, Vincent Musau Kawaya, organizing secretary, Honorable Jamhuri Goyo, deputy national organizing secretary, Leah Manyarki, secretary health, and Honorable Brian Mbogwa, deputy executive director. Several other guys were also present, which means this was a very serious matter. The leaders jointly affirmed their commitment to ensuring that UDA remains the party of the moment and the future. Apply to participate in the April blah blah. There's a link there. If you want to participate, you can check their website. But the truth of the matter is that there is no way that party elections was going to go on. That's exactly what I want to explain to you guys in this particular video. But before you do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in and straight to point number one. Why do you think this party elections has been pushed forward? Number one is Mount Kenya demands. The truth of the matter is that Mount Kenya were having a strong feeling that William Ruto was trying to shortchange them, and that William Ruto was trying to transfer the leadership of the party from the mountain to Western Kenya for purposes of 2027 election. And Mount Kenya, acting on behalf of the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, then launched a counter-attack. And they decided to place the demands on the table. And one of the demands on the table was that the party structure was not going to be changed, because there was a proposal to include two more deputy party leaders, so that UDA was going to have 3 deputy party leaders. They felt that was a strategy of sabotaging Rigathi Gachagua, and also they laid claim to the position of the Secretary General. I'm 100% sure that William Ruto had his own ideas on whom he wanted to be the Secretary General. And because of Mount Kenya factor in William Ruto's politics, there is no way these elections were actually going to go on. And that's exactly what I meant when I said that those elections were never going to happen. So that's number one. Now, by the way, listening to the Mount Kenya leaders putting those demands.
But there must be a party leader and a deputy party leader. The rest can be whatever they want to be. And we are demanding that as members of UDA.
We have one party leader, and so importantly also to have one deputy party leader. Na sio ni ukweli? Kama party leader ni mmoja, deputy wake anakuwa
chama ya UDA ikae ikiwa ya UDA. Na wale wengine wenye machama ndogo ndogo waingie kwa hii chama kubwa ya UDA. Na kama mtu hata ingia, basi kwa
Number two is Rigathi Gachagwa's determination to take control of UDA party. As a matter of fact, if those elections were to happen the way they had been planned, a faction allied to Rigathi Gachagua was going to sweep Mount Kenya. Because Rigathi Gachagua was determined to take control of UDA party. Rigathi Gachagua was with William Ruto when William Ruto wrestled the control of Jubilee from Uhuru Kenyatta. He would not want to repeat a similar things. He's seeing the signs that this guy wants to favor Mudavadi. So he wants to take control of UDA party. And because of that, factions were actually going to emerge, deep-rooted factions in UDA party. So I tend to think that William Ruto is going to do one thing. At the national level, he's going to agree with these leaders how they are going to vote so that a contest is not going to happen between him and Rigathi Gachagua. And if that contest were to happen, I can assure you, Rigathi Gachagua is going to have his way as far as UDA party elections are concerned. This is a man who worked with Moi, this is a man who worked with Uhuru Kenyatta, he's working with Ruto. He knows how to scheme, and he has actually positioned himself, and with the support of the mountain, nothing is going to stop him. So for me, if you ask me, that is one of the reasons why Ruto decided, because Rigathi Gachagua went ahead of him, consolidated the mountain, those elections were not going to happen. So probably he's going to have enough time to probably plot on how he's going to deal with Rigathi Gachagua. Number three, the third reason why these elections has been postponed is the fact that ODM, as a political party, also announced that they were going to conduct their party elections in March. You know, if UDA party were to conduct their elections in December, there was going to be some fallout. Then ODM was going to conduct their elections in March, and probably, maybe a bit, because there's a way Raila has control over ODM party, things are going to go his way. And UDA party would look like a shame in the eyes of Kenyans that they are bragging about conducting elections while they can't. So I think the idea behind postponing this election is to monitor the happenings in ODM party. And that's why if I were to advise Raila Odinga, I'll also advise him to postpone ODM party elections, because it's not urgent, until UDA concludes their party elections. So that's very important. Otherwise, if these ODM elections, these ODM party elections were not there, rest assured, William Ruto would have participated. What William Ruto wants to do, he wants to plant his people within ODM party. That's what he's planning to do. So he can only do that by taking keen interest of whatever is going there. Number four, if you ask me, is the division within Kenya Kwanza. The truth of the matter is that two camps had actually emerged in UDA party. There was that camp allied to Ruto, then there was that camp allied to Rigathi Gachagua. Of course, if you dig deeper in the mountain, there was Rigathi Gachagua there. There was Ndindi Nyoro. Then there was Kimani Ichung'wah, there Moses Kuria. So those factions were going to fight vicious war as part of their plans to take control of that party. That is what William Ruto has actually blocked. You come to Rift Valley, the same. The only places which were safe are places like Nyanza where there's no much competition. But even in Nyanza, there is a contest between those who are pro-Eliud Owalo and those who are pro-Ray Omolo. Because there are those who believe Ray Omolo is the next kingpin. There are also those who believe Owalo is the next kingpin. You go to the Luhya Nation, again, contest. Those like Boni Alwale, the veterans, felt that Ruto is not working with Malala. And you know, they were trying to hide those divisions. Number 5, in my view, William Ruto realized that if the UDA elections were to proceed, a fallout was going to happen. So the only sure way of averting the fallout is to postpone the elections. But which other political party has ever conducted successful party elections in the Republic of Kenya? The only party I know for sure is ODM party. You can call ODM anything, but at least for them, they've had a resemblance of party elections where elections are conducted up to county level. They are normally messed up at the county level. I remember in 2012 there, as young people, we were running the ODM Youth 2012, and we had fronted a gentleman called Kemboi Jacob, the guy who almost single-handedly managed Rutos Politics in Rift Valley. With that is his rallying call. Then the elections were conducted so well up to the county level. At the national level, we were never allowed to conduct elections. These guys had their guy, Rashid Echesa, for those who remember. And that's how now we were told, okay, elections cannot happen, you know, there were chaos, blah, blah, you know. So you guys have to come down and agree. That's how Echesa became the ODM Youth League chair. And the current team, which are still there, I don't know what they're still doing, because if they were elected in 2012 as youths, they should leave, they should give space, but they've refused. Some of them have refused to leave. And lastly, why these elections has actually been postponed is because of the state of economy. You know, you can't conduct elections when Kenyans are going to bed without anything. It portrays a man or a president who is not keen on the welfare of the people. So I think someone might have advised the president that, you know, as the ruling party, you can't have party elections at this time when Kenyans are complaining bitterly about the cost of living. So postpone it. I don't know what you think. What do you think are the other reasons why this election has been postponed? For me, I can come to Nyanza and say the other reason why it has been postponed is because these guys realized that in places like Nyanza, they don't have members. Because those who would have served as officials were all appointed. So in Nyanza, for example, they're in a situation where the people they can appoint to serve are already appointed by government. So who is going to take over the role? So maybe they're still looking for some other people. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.